with you going through the breakup, how was that bounce back?
Ooh, the bounce back was real, okay? Even like when I listened to like our earlier podcast episodes versus like now, you can see the growth in me and the bounce back, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know, I guess when like the bounce back, I don't know. Like I never looked back after that.
Even in the beginning of the episodes, we offline, you might have been going through some of them episodes. This is Brittany Brianna, and we this and we that, and
action.
you giving all the,
Right.
giving all the vibes. So I don't know if you really put your bounce back or that part really out there.
And I don't think it was necessarily a bounce. I don't know.
You was already kind of bouncing.
I would say not necessarily bounce back. I just say more so. How was the recovery phase? Like as far as like that's 5 years, that's a long time.
Like healing is what you're asking.
Yeah.
Oh, the healing is mad real, okay? And that's something that if with the podcast I talk about a lot. What I need to do to heal or what I did to heal. One of the biggest things I feel like that I went through to heal was accepting what it was. 5-year relationship, you get into this phase of thinking like, oh, this is how it's supposed to be. I had a child with this person, so we supposed to be together. We supposed to make this work. Once I accepted the fact that, hey, this is just not gonna work. I feel like that was, it was just up from there, accepting what it was. So, yeah. Does that answer the question?
I think so.
Yeah, pretty much. No,
I
was that the vibe, the circle vibe?
Yeah.
It's okay.
And like I said, you speak about self-love. Was it, like you say, some people, they get kind of lost in relationships, especially being so young. You kind of forget yourself. You want to be this all for this other person that you kind of lose who you are. And next thing you know, you just like, you look up like, what the fuck?
Like,
Yeah.
So with you, being married, like, how long have you been married?
It'll be 11 years in June.
11 years.
Yeah.
So, like, I know I've been in a relationship. Most relationship I've been in was 7 years.
Oh.
And
That's a long time.
Yeah. So just being in a relationship alone, you go through a lot. I say that you go through a lot. You go through the ups and downs, especially like with me. Just speak off my own experience, being so young, coming in this relationship with somebody they both have different upbringings, but it's like similar. Like you have toxic behaviors.
Yeah, that's real.
So and then our fault, we just going off things we seen as we was growing up.
Yeah.
So like, how was that growth from like the beginning of your relationship until now, 11 years later?
I mean, I feel like this. When me and him got together, even before we got married, we were 17. So the hardest challenge is growing into your individual person, who you're going to be as an adult and still being able to gel. You know what I'm saying? I think, of course, it's a challenge because we both going through different things, whether that's on your job, we have children now, so it's a lot more involved. But when it comes to growth, it's like every day you really have to put your best foot forward with that person. You have to try to be better than you were yesterday. You have to really be patient with this person. When you're talking about growth, I can't expect you to be the same person you was at 17. And that's something I even have to tell myself. Like, I'll find myself like, when we was 17, you was doing this or you was acting this way. Then I got to check myself because he's a grown-ass man and vice versa. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to me, in order to grow in a relationship, whether it's a marriage or not, you have to give that person room to grow. You can't force them to grow at your pace. You got to be patient. You know what I mean?